Hello people of my YouTube channel, it's me, Promotions. I've been listening to the new album by Savant, it's called Void, and it's got me in a really good mood. And I like to kind of relax in Guild Wars. I don't play it as much as I used to, but I'm sort of getting back into it. So what I like to do when it's time for a little relaxation, a little chill, is AC Story. Now it's not difficult. I mean, relatively speaking, it's not that difficult. But it's a pretty fun and engaging, somewhat engaging thing you can do by yourself. So if you've never tried it, I'm going to try and go through this, have a good time, explain what's going on. It's really nothing super impressive, but like I said, it's fun and it's a good way to relax, I think anyway. So this is the story mode. I guess I'll talk about some preparations you can do if you really won't care about this stuff. As you can see, it scales you down to level 32, so if you want a decent crit chance, you need a lot more precision and a lot more focus on critting than you normally would, because level scaling kind of sucks. So as you can see, I got a base chance of 50%. That's with some precision food. The thing is, if you know anything about NG, is they get a bunch of flat crit chance bonuses. Let me see if I can find them here. Well, so I guess we can talk about Fury first. But obviously, Fury is a 20% crit chance. It is not affected by downscaling, so that immediately puts me at 70%. There is, here it is, another 10% chance against bleeding foes, which is most of our foes, since you bleed on crit, or most crits. And there is also one more here. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. 15% chance if you're within a range threshold on something. So that's another 25. So that boosts you up to 95%. And that's good enough, really. I could go a little extra mile. Let me see in my gear. Make sure I got my stuff on. Yeah, so, I don't know. I'm using one piece of Assassin on my accessories. I could probably throw on another ring or something and get the rest of the way there. Anyway, the rest of my stuff is all Assassin. And that's how we hit that 95. Like I said, you could probably swap out another trinket. Go a little extra mile if you wanted to. Alright, so what am I playing? I'm playing Engineer, of course. In this case, I'm playing Scrapper. It's just because it's a little more forgiving, in my opinion, because of the free barrier. So, the first thing you do, you see these little blue things on the ground. It means a guy's going to spawn there. None of these are particularly difficult. But this guy, he will try and heal himself. Right there. So you can interrupt that if you want. Or if you just have enough damage, just blow them away anyway. I like to clear out the two ghosts in here first, just so they don't screw something up later. This is usually a Mesmer. Yep. Which means they're really annoying. Once he's got this shield up, he starts reflecting projectiles, which, I don't know, as a bomb NG, it's not that important, but it is kind of annoying. Alright, so, I'm in a room surrounded by coffins. Just start opening these bad boys up. On the 6th or 7th coffin, it'll spawn a boss. We'll kill him and move on. So there's one. There's two. Elementalists or glass cannons. Easy kill. Just dump all your high DPS stuff. Don't even have to think about it. Oh, another freebie. There's 3. Here's number 4. A Necro. Aw, Necros suck because they can put so many conditions on you. Just like in the rest of the game. That's just extra annoying because they can fear you for like a good 6 seconds. I do have one stun break, and that's this guy here. And you probably want one too. Alright, there's 4. Here's number 5. Another Mesmer, piece of cake. If you're feeling really ballsy, you can just start popping up as many coffins as you want. However, it can get a little dicey if you get too many of the incorrect spawns. A bunch of spiders, for example. Yeah, here we go. Not that the spiders are difficult, but if you get a ton of them at once, they can be hard. Put out a bunch of poison. Alright, so this should be our final coffin. Either this or one more. I've kind of lost track. No, that was the final one. Unfortunately, spiders was the final spawn. I have to clear them up first. Just so no accidents happen. Alright, so this guy is really no threat. He's got 2 stuns, that one, and then a big ol' hammer smack. Not this hammer smack, a different hammer smack. He's only going to use them if you're in melee range, so It's not like a huge deal. They'll probably use it as soon as you stop being stunned here. Yeah, there's one. Alright, so one champ down, one champ box. Not too bad. Alright, for this next section, you got some traps to run through, some guys to run through. As an engineer, you can kind of cheat. I'm just going to stealth this whole thing. They're not particularly difficult. They're normals and one elite. But you can do some cheesy shit over here. If you got a leap, you can just jump on top of this thing and bypass the mechanic where you would normally have to put a rock on a switch to open that door. Alright, moving on. We got this little graveling nest that's going to spawn here. You just stack up all your highest damaging skills and blow the shit up. It's fun.
There's the power.
Alright. And like that, it's gone. Alright, we got a group of 3 elites here. I think they're elites. Yeah, I think they're all elites, yeah. But anyway, same thing as usual. Just stack them up, blow them up. Nothing's particularly challenging in here. Say hello, friends. And they're done. So I use line of sight there. I could also use stealth, and they'll chase you for a bit, and you can just kind of stack them next to the door so your might lasts for this fight for a little bit, but whatever. Obviously my focus isn't 100%. Alright, so I'm going to lay down some stability so I can combo some CC here. Almost die in the process. The thing about her is that if you like run in a triangle and just lay down bombs as an engineer, she'll never even hit you. Just make sure your triangle's wide enough. She'll attack where you were, which is the classic flaw, right? Attack where I'm going to be, not where I am. Anyway, once she's down, we got another boss to fight. Well, I say boss, but we'll call it a mini-boss. So up here in the center, we have King Adalbern's sword, and consequently where Adalbern himself will spawn at the end of this dungeon, I guess, if you want to call it that. But first, we're going to take out these minions and the lieutenant here. So he's going to talk a little shit. We're going to do the standard strategy of stacking in one spot and blowing things up. I'm going to stack some might first. Hopefully... Yeah, I fucked that up with healing instead. You gotta be careful here, though, because there are necromancers and they'll fear you off the edge, so... You usually want to line of sight them. They are just normal, they're not elites. But, like I said, if you get a necromancer with his sphere on you, things can go sour real quick. You'll end up running yourself off the edge. Yeah, you can see. Chain stuns happen, too. Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful, huh? That's why you want to kind of line of sight here. I'm gonna go down, probably. That's alright. They're all weaklings. We'll blow them up. My barrier doing work there. It's about to run out, though. We'll pop a little regen, see if we can get myself recovered long enough for my heal. Okay, we're good now. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is lay down a water field. Get a little blast finisher going here. And we're back in business. Ooh. Oh, timed that just right. He's getting ready to stomp me. Alright, so we got our first nice chest there. And another champ bag. So what happens at this point, Adalbern talks some more shit. We're going to fight 3 bosses. This is kind of why I like this dungeon path. Is because it's mostly just run through, fight a boss, run through, fight a boss, run through, fight a boss. It's more, I got a boss rush kind of feeling to it, and I really like that. I guess you could say that about a lot of dungeons, but this one I can do by myself. And like I said, kind of chill. Alright, we got 2 guys here. We could stealth them, or we could just kill them. I'm going to stealth them in this case. There's going to be another group of 3 guys that run down the stairs here, but with stealth, again, I can just skip them. Gotta be careful, though. If you get too close, they will engage. No, I gotta... Guess I'll be fighting. As they instantly murk me. This will be really embarrassing if I die here. But it might happen, you know? Blind is your friend. Alright, not ideal, but whatever. I made the mistake of not stealthing my boy here, and also they kind of leash unless you stop and let them get to your invisible body. It's kind of weird. Alright. We're going to... We'll get an extra blast finisher here. Alright, so the name of the game here is burst him as fast as you can. The goal being that you kill him before he does these weird transitions. You want to get him to 50 if I can. And I didn't. But my conditions will, probably. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so at 50 he teleports away and then comes back. So you want to try and burst him down through those 25% areas. And just like that. Alright, we got another chest over here. I got auto pickup, so it's not gonna... I don't have to walk over there. Usually have to kill these wolves to de-aggro, but I got lucky. Alright, oh, well, I guess this is probably why I should have killed these guys, huh? Yeah, engineer. Still my favorite class. You got an answer for pretty much every situation. Good in raids. Good in the open world. Good in everything. Alright, next we're going to fight a necromancer. Her kind of thing is she just stands in the middle of an arena. Spawns marks everywhere while some minions attack you. Nothing we can't handle. I really don't like what they did to healing turret, by the way. They made it so it automatically overcharges itself. Just setting up some blast finishers to sell through things. Could probably kill them just as fast, but I don't know. That's just what I'm used to. Just let my cooldowns come back a little bit. There we go.
Healing turret activated. There's the power. Rage at maximum.
So she does put weakness on you, which sucks. But it's not going to be enough to really do much. Like, you'll still just power through it. With this constant barrier application, you just tank through most things. It makes it real simple. I should probably do a run of this on a base NG. That's what I used to always run back when I played this more often. Alright. She's done. Now our final little sub-boss before we fight Adelburn himself is a pair of bosses, actually. Two lovers. They kind of power each other up if they get close to each other, so we want to try and not have that happen, but again, we got pretty good burst, so most of the time if they happen to get together, just kill them anyway. I have had mistakes happen, though. Alright, so one spawns about here. Yep, the other one's gonna spawn over there-ish.
In this holy place? How rude! I will summon my dear master, and together we will make short work of you.
Careful, she's got a friend. Keep them apart.
Alright, so we got her down real quick. That's exactly what we want. You can see I summoned a golem for this one, just to kind of help take some aggro. Again, it makes it a lot easier. Alright. With that last sub-boss down, we get to move on to Adalburn himself. Just like the waypoint back to the center instead of running back through stuff. Alright, Adalburn is a bit of a pushover. He, not to say that any of these weren't, but him especially. You'd expect as the final boss of the area that he'd be a little more impressive, but he's definitely not. So he's got melee attacks. So if you stay out of melee range, he'll never even really hit you, except he's got this move where he sucks you in. And so I just want to not get sucked in, because I know I can just tank his attacks. So you can kind of be cheesy and get just on the edge. There's the suck in. So, I don't know. He's hitting me, obviously, but it does so little damage that it's really a joke. That big swirly animation is him sucking you in if you're not in melee range. But you can see he's not even breaking through my barrier. His auto attacks don't do enough damage. Like I said, kind of disappointing for a final boss. Just about got him, and he's dead. Alright, so that's AC's story. I don't know, like I said, that's what I like to do when I want to relax,
A
chill.
long time ago, I led us into a disaster.
You get a little bit of gold for doing it.
Blames me.
Well, half a gold anyway. But yeah, that's pretty fun.
The thing is,
Maybe I'll turn this into a thing if I can focus on talking a little bit more. Maybe I'll try some different builds. Maybe that'll be my new benchmark, is how well builds can make it through AC's story. That'd be a heck of a thing. Anyway, that was fun. You guys take care. I am working on stuff always in the background. It's just not a huge priority for me right now. I'm balancing a bunch of stuff. We'll see. I'll tell you what, actually, you know what? I'll share something with you guys. So, I'm not going to spoil what this is for yet. But maybe it'll give you something for your imagination. Let me find it here. Yeah, here. I don't know how well the volume's going to be since I'm just playing this, but here we go. Alright, with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, stay safe, wash your hands.